Leaky valve? No worries. In this video, we will show you how to remove that old leaky soldered valve and replace it with a new, easy to install SharkBite ball valve. All in just 3 easy steps. Here are the things you'll need: a propane hand torch, a hammer, a channel lock, sandpaper, a deburrer, a nose plier, measuring tape, and a marker. We also recommend getting some gloves and eye protection. Now for the prerequisites, first you're gonna shut the main off and drain the line by draining the lowest water source in your home. But note that this is a demo in our garage and isn't actually connected to any lines. But if it was, this laundry tub would do just fine. Now that you've drained your home supply lines, we can begin. Step 1. Removing the soldered connection. First, you're going to use your propane torch to heat up the old soldered valve at the connection. After 30 seconds of directly applied heat, you're going to want to tap on the valve with your hammer. Essentially, you are pushing the valve out of the now melted solder. Once the valve is freed from one side, begin applying direct heat on the remaining soldered connection with your torch. Like before, after 30 seconds, you're going to tap on the valve with your hammer. You'll have a feel for when it is loosened up. That's when you're going to use your channel lock to pull the connection right out of the now melted solder. Should come clean off, just like that. Step 2. Cleaning the copper. A lot of people mess up on this step, so pay attention. To clean the copper, we need to remove the remaining solder. You can do that by applying heat with the propane torch to the solder, getting it to melt. Simultaneously, you will wipe off the solder with a rag, as demonstrated in the video. After wiping away some of the solder, you will clean the pipe with some sandpaper or emery cloth. Do this until you get a smooth, shiny brownish orange color. Now the surface has to be very clean and even, or the SharkBite won't fit properly. You might want to deburr if the copper has a rough edge so it doesn't damage the SharkBite O-ring. Real quick, we are nearing our first 100 subscribers. Please help us get there by leaving a like and subscribing for more content just like this. And finally, step 3, installing the slip-in valve.
So this SharkBite's gonna go right in here. Take that off. So it's gonna replace it. So what I want to do here, I have to measure 3/4 of an inch from each side. Okay, 3/4 is right there. So when I insert this SharkBite, it has to go 3/4. Same thing on the other side. It has to be 3/4, which is right there. And before I do so, I need a nose plier like this. For copper, you don't need these stiffeners. These stiffeners are not good for the copper. Sometimes when you insert it, it might stop you from inserting it all the way in. So I like to just grab them with a nose plier and just pull them out. I don't need those stiffeners. Those are only for specs. Okay, so this ball valve is going to close this way. It's going to close down this way. Okay, that's the way I want it, just like this. Okay, so first I'm going to insert this part right here first. Okay, so that mark disappeared. So now I have slack a little bit on this side. Usually you have slack when you have when you have copper lines. A lot of times you have slack, so I'm good right there. So both sides are in, and that's it. That's done. Okay.
Now that you're accustomed with removing a soldered connection and installing a SharkBite, you should know that not all problems can be solved with slip-ins. Sometimes the only way to fix a leak is with good old soldering. Go watch our video to see how to solder a valve with just basic tools.